Welcome to eBay Open Parts and Accessories. I'm Paul Stathacopoulos, and my team leads product and engineering for all of eBay Motors. I'm joined as well by my colleague Ron Jaiven, who's the general manager for the US parts and accessories business. Ron and I are both big enthusiasts in the category. I actually once sold an entire Jensen Healy, part by part, just because I actually needed to create room in my garage to bring a 65 T-Bird into my garage. Today, however, our focus is on you, our sellers, and how eBay can help you grow. Before we jump in, though, I thought we might start with something to get us a little bit in the mood. Let's roll the video.
Oh my God!
Sheesh, that's a lot of power.
Yeah, it's way out of hand.
That just never gets old. It is so much fun to watch these videos that we've done. That one, in fact, was a trailer from season 2 of our new YouTube series, Between Two Rides, that released last May. It's a great example of some of the things that we're doing in social to really bring eBay Motors to life. More on that later, though, from Ron when he talks about demand generation. Today, we're going to be covering 3 areas. First, we're going to talk about you, our sellers, and success begins with you. Then about how we are building a powerful demand engine to bring you new buyers. And lastly, our journey to build a best-in-class trusted experience for all the shoppers that are coming to buy products on eBay. Our sellers are at the core of our eBay's marketplace. Full stop. When we invest in you, everyone wins. It's immensely gratifying to see what our sellers accomplish every day. We have a massive marketplace for vehicle parts. You have built a marketplace with more than 500 million listings globally, shopped by more than 30 million buyers. And that marketplace generates more than $10 billion in transactions every single year on a global basis. As exciting as these numbers are, we think we can help you do better. We can grow your businesses, and we can grow the eBay Motors business as a whole. I'd like to highlight a few seller-facing focus areas that we've done from this year. First, we'll start with fitment. Everything in vehicle parts and accessories starts with fitment. It's very hard to buy parts if you can't confirm that those parts fit your vehicle. So high-quality fitment under the covers really is important for this category. Last year, we acquired a company called MyFitment. MyFitment spent over a decade helping sellers like you improve their fitment on site. But they did it for a fee. We've now made it free. And we're working through all of our sellers to improve their fitments on all of their listings. In fact, since the acquisition, we've actually reached a big milestone. We've added more than 1 billion new fitments to sellers' listings. And there's much more to come. We've also invested to help you sell globally with eBay International Shipping. With eBay International Shipping, you can easily access millions and millions of international buyers. But you access them the same way you sell to domestic buyers, where eBay handles most of the international complexity. We're also continuing to evolve the customer support experience. And we do this really just to ensure happy, loyal buyers. Now I'm going to hand it to Ron, and Ron will share what we're doing to generate demand for all of our great sellers.
Thanks, Paul. I'm so excited to be here with you and everybody else at this year's eBay Open. My name is Jaiven, and as Paul mentioned, I'm the general manager of the parts and accessories category here in the US. Paul just talked a bit about how eBay's success really relies on you, our sellers, and the great inventory that you bring to our platform. I'm going to talk a little bit about our renewed investments in marketing and how we're working hard to bring more buyers and more transactions for your products. And then later, Paul will come back to talk about some of the recent improvements we've been making on user experience and ensuring that conversion is the best possible for your listings. So, what are some of the examples of how eBay brings more buyers to your listings? Let's start with SEO. Based on our 25 plus years of experience and deep technical knowledge, we continue to optimize our listings and our platform for search engines like Google, where many of our buyers start their shopping journey. But actually, we get more of our traffic from people who come directly to our site, eBay loyalists, who you get access to, and it's one of the advantages of selling on eBay, is the millions of buyers who come every day and shop and choose eBay over other platforms. But some of our biggest investments recently have been in full funnel marketing. We made millions of dollars of investments over the past couple of years to attract new buyers through marketing investments to our platform and to your listings. You've probably seen some of our brand campaigns across TV and other channels, maybe heard some of our radio ads. We've seen some exciting content on social media and on our blog, and we've been at lots of live events across the country that maybe some of you have attended. We've spent millions of dollars on smart targeted ads on search engines like Google and other platforms that are frequented by P&A shoppers. In fact, let's talk a little bit more about some of this full funnel marketing. What is full funnel marketing? It's really investing across all channels of media. Upper funnel, like TV and radio, mid funnel, like social media and digital ads, and lower funnel, like paid search. You recently watched a snippet from one of our social media shows, Between Two Rides, and there's millions of viewers for each of those episodes. We've also created Instagram stories, content for Facebook. Recently, we've been on TikTok, and we're doing tons to bring more users to your listings. You've maybe heard some of our radio ads with Ray Magliozzi, otherwise known as one of the Tappet brothers on the beloved radio show Car Talk. I love those ads, and I hope you do too. We've also had several commercials on TV and streaming services. In fact, we're about to watch one of those in a moment, and then Paul will come back to discuss some of the recent improvements that we've made in user experience.
Ray Magliozzi here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait.
How are those new wipers?
Small. They're small.
Just go to eBay Motors, where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
Thanks, Ron. With all the new buyers coming to eBay, we've worked hard to double down and build a trusted shopping experience. The last year or so, however, has been about getting the basics right and laying that foundation. Here are a few highlights of what we've focused on. I already shared a little bit about fitment and the acquisition we did with MyFitment, but we also launched a ton of new features to really holistically address fitment across the site. We launched a new fitment experience. So this is how users enter their vehicle information into the site when they're searching for parts. We launched a new green check mark to confirm fitment across the site. This green check mark now shows up everywhere from search to view item to checkout, and we're even rolling it out across recommendations and merchandising. There's also much more going on behind the scenes. You know, we have a lot of technology that we've put in place to actually make sure that fitment is matched correctly behind the scenes so that, for example, when that green check mark is shown, we know it's an accurate fitment match. We also launched tire installation, but this is part of a much longer journey to help address buyers who are a little uncomfortable doing things themselves. Tires is a really natural place to start because most people don't have the big heavy equipment they need to install tires in their own garage. But the journey for installation services will go much farther beyond tire installation. Lastly, we launched a protections program called Guaranteed Fit. The goal of this program is actually not just to protect the buyer, but to protect the buyer and seller. So when we have a positive fitment match on site, we make sure that both parties are protected. It's really a solid win-win. Looking forward, however, we need to go a long ways beyond the fix the basics. And I'd love to give you a little bit of a flavor of some of the themes of the things that we're looking at in the coming years. Generative AI is a big topic these days in the market. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Personalization is also super important. And then projects. So let's talk a little bit about generative AI. Generative AI is a powerful new tool. We're just learning actually how to use this incredible technology. It has a vast number of applications across everything that we're doing in the experience for parts and accessories. Just this last July, we actually launched our very first generative AI feature in the Motors app. And we'll hopefully be bringing that into the core experience soon. This new type of recommendation brings an engaging one-on-one experience to each shopper through recommendations. You can see it here. Each upgrade guide in this recommendation carries with it a unique message to each individual shopper, referencing their vehicle and actually styled around the use of their vehicle and the type of vehicle that it is. We're really excited to learn from this and carry this forward to bring lots of great new features to our buyers and our sellers. Working on vehicles also is very personal. My car is my car. So we're building a new vision for My Garage at eBay to have it be the hub for all personalized shopping for vehicle parts and accessories. We're really focusing on the My in My Garage. Working on vehicles is also about projects. It's very rare that you buy a single part to do a job on your vehicle. Most of the time it's a broader project. You need multiple parts, maybe some tools, maybe some consumables, maybe some other items to get the job right. We want to embrace this and really make this type of shopping experience approachable so that shoppers on eBay can shop for projects. All of this is critical to ensure that eBay can be the single source for our shoppers to find every part for their vehicle. It's a fun ride we're on together. Now Ron's going to come back and is going to take us home before we go to Q&A.
So I hope you found today's session helpful and a little bit fun too. First, Paul talked about you sellers and how your success is at the heart of everything that we do. Then I walked through a little bit of our full funnel marketing investments and how we're working hard to generate buyer demand for your listings. And then Paul came back and shared some of the recent improvements and really cool things that we're doing to create a trusted buyer experience and how that will drive more velocity and more loyalty for your listings. But there's more to come. Stay tuned for more developments later this year, as well as 2024. This is a multi-year journey, and we're excited to be on it together with you. Let's ride. So what's next? First, we're going to share a recent interview with one of our top P&A sellers who's going to share her story and some of the tips that have made her successful and may make you more successful on eBay. And then we'll head over to a Q&A session where you can ask questions directly from Paul and myself. Thank you, and I hope to see you shortly. Hi, and welcome back to eBay Open 2023. I'm Ron Jaiven, the General Manager of the Automotive Parts and Accessories category on eBay. And I'm here at the worldwide headquarters for eBay in Northern California. I'm joined today by Marisa from Sports Car Salvage, who's flown in from Ohio to tell us a little bit about her business and success selling in the parts and accessories category. Marisa, would you like to tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. I've been selling on eBay since 2009. I started out by parting out cars and selling the parts, and have evolved into sourcing parts lots from private sellers and auctions and selling those parts on eBay.
Well, thank you for selling for such a long time, and it sounds like you've had a lot of success. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the tricks and tips that have maybe set you apart?
Okay, well, when I list new items, I like to put myself in the buyer's shoes, having done many modifications, installations, other automotive projects by myself. So I like to put out there what I myself would want to know, and I also take into account any questions or concerns I've received from customers over the years. I like to boost the buyer confidence and address any potential concerns up front so that customers have the information right there at their fingertips.
Yeah, we know it's important to have good listing quality with quality photos, great descriptions with some of the questions you were talking about, and then also to respond to any questions that come in from our customers. And it sounds like you're doing all those things, and that's helped you be successful.
Yes, when I deal with customer concerns or complaints, my goal is to resolve those within one business day. Anything regarding fitment or shipping or anything like that. I have inventory in multiple locations, so it's not always practical to give an instantaneous response, but one business day is a pretty reasonable time frame.
Well, you mentioned shipping.
Yes.
Shipping is not always the easiest in our category. We have super small items like bolts and wires, and then we have huge items all the way up to the size of engines or panels. How do you deal with shipping and make sure that you really make the best of it?
I have some strategies in place to deal with shipping. I have to keep a wide variety of shipping supplies on hand to accommodate that one-day shipping handling time I like to keep. I have anything from small padded envelopes to boxes designed for moving furniture. Anything that I can just drop into a box isn't all that challenging in and of itself. If I have to buy a special container, like for a transmission, I use 40-plus gallon totes to ship those, or if I need to customize a box, then that's when it gets challenging. I learned quickly on, after getting parts lots, that you have to group the items by size. Otherwise, you have items that get lost or damaged inadvertently, and I don't like that. So I keep things in small totes, medium totes, on shelves, or for larger car parts like complete doors, those are stored outdoors under roof to give them some protection from the weather.
And I know one of the important things is tracking when it comes to shipping.
Yes.
Are you doing tracking on all of your packages?
Yes, most of the items that I ship are shipped via USPS, so those have automatic tracking, FedEx and UPS as well. I don't really do a lot of freight or Greyhound shipping. Tracking on those can be a bit more challenging, but those only happen maybe a couple times a year. Yeah,
there's certainly some larger items where it's complicated. Well, another area that we are excited to talk about and get your thoughts on is guaranteed fit. We launched eBay Guaranteed Fit earlier this year because we know that fitment is so important to our buyers, and we want to give them the confidence that when they buy a part on eBay, it is going to fit their car. And if for some reason it doesn't, they have 30 days to return it, and we'll pay for the return shipping. We're super excited about it. I know you've been excited about it in the conversations we've had previously. Can you tell me a little bit about why you think it's a game changer in your own words?
This is going to be good. It boosts the customer confidence. And, I say this is both a seller and a buyer of auto parts. You have that fitment information, other accurate details that reassures the customer before they buy. The other thing is this is a great way to accumulate information on older, more obscure parts that were obsolete, discontinued, whatever, before the internet became popular. So there's not the fitment information out there like there is on national parts retailer sites for modern parts. So this is a good way to get that information on those parts. You'd be surprised at how many people buy them domestically and overseas, have questions about them, and being able to address those questions up front, that's going to be a game changer.
Are you seeing customers and buyers happy and excited about this in the future?
Oh, I am, and I've seen the feature grow in the couple months it's been out, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be like in 1 year and 5 years. I think this is going to be great. And eBay has another advantage in that you can search in a straightforward manner with your price, location, other search options, and you get relevant results rather than a bunch of advertisements. So this combined with the unique parts offerings that are on eBay, the one-off older unique parts, this is going to be a real game changer.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I know we've got a lot going on at eBay Open today, and we just got to spend a few minutes with you hearing some of your thoughts and tips, and really appreciate it. Appreciate you coming all this way. Hopefully there's some tips there that some of you other sellers will be able to benefit from. And thank you, and hope you all continue to enjoy eBay Open.